big thing that brought me to Pitt, their defense is real aggressive. Making TFLs, getting sacks, causing turnovers, things like that. That's what gets you paid. So that was a big thing that brought me up.
Had you paid attention much to what Pitt's defense, and as you started to watch it, besides the aggression, was there any play or anything that really jumped out to you?
When I first started watching Pitt defense, Marcelin, he stood out to me a lot. Watching him play, how he plays, how fast, how twitchy, how aggressive he was, that's something that I embodied and something that I felt like I wanted to do and could do.
How do you feel like you fit within this defense?
As the Mike, you're the leader on the defense, so that starts with knowing the defense in and out, and just being able to lead the other guys, to go to that common goal that we all trying to go to, is just winning games, causing turnovers, just making plays on that side of the ball. So I just feel like how I would fit in would just be in that leadership standpoint.
Being Mike, you're very comfortable calling defenses, relaying communication to different levels.
Like in high school, I played defensive end, and then when I moved to Mike, I was already a leader on my team, so it was pretty easy for me to go ahead and do the things that a Mike needs to do. Coming here, the main thing is just being able to learn that playbook before you start, making all the calls and doing what you need to do as a Mike on defense.
Who you learned from?
Player-wise, or which way? Like, you mean player-wise?
Yeah, your teammates.
B. George, I've known him since I came on my official visit and my unofficial visit. So he's always been a mentor to me. Just teaching me just the attention to detail, which is a really big thing. When you get to this level, and just from learning the playbook and just life here in Pittsburgh.
Just that switch from defensive line to linebacker, what caused that switch?
So right now I'm 6'2". I've been 6'2" for a while. My coach, it was right around my sophomore year. He told me feel like you'll be better off at linebacker, than defensive end, and then you'll gain more versatility and things like that. So I trusted what he had said to me, and I made the switch. And at first, it's a learning curve, of course, going to a different position, but then I started picking it up and, doing what I need to do from there.
There's a few members of your room that were here in 2021 when Pitt won the ACC championship. How do you build off of that winning pedigree? How do you take lessons of winning from guys like that?
You got to listen to what they say. You got to listen to their experiences, what they went through, when they had that championship year, so you can understand what got them there and what you need to do to get back there.
Is there a bond between the guys that come from Florida to Pitt? I know you and Sincere are from the same area, obviously, Orlando, Miami area.
So, me and Sincere actually played each other twice for our preseason. I think one for a spring game, one for a preseason game. The first time that we played each other, I met him. We both were making plays on, both of our teams, and it was just like, who is that guy? And the same energy was reciprocated. So from there, we just built a relationship. I committed before him, and then when he had decommitted from UCF, and Pitt was in the mix, I kind of just hit him up like, are we doing this? What we doing?
You really in his ear a little bit?
Oh, you can say that. You can say that, yeah.
Jeremiah, you mentioned working with Brandon. Obviously, it's a different defense than what you're used to in high school, but where is your head at? How are you doing trying to assimilate all the different things that they do?
The main thing for me is just learning that playbook. I feel like that should be the main thing, for everybody coming in, especially early. Just learn the playbook. If you know what you're doing, you play faster. If you play faster, you can make more plays.
Jeremiah, building off of the Florida to Pitt connection, do you think there's similarities between how Floridians play football and how Pitt Panthers play football?
Yeah, down there, at least from South Florida, it's real competitive. It's really an aggressive style of football. Every school you go to, no matter who they are, they're gonna try to play hard and play fast against you. And the same thing just carries over when you come over to Pitt. And with this new offensive coordinator, they're trying to play fast, score faster. And Pitt's defense has always been known to just play fast and aggressive. So there definitely is a connection from Florida to Pitt with that.
How tough is it to go up against a tempo offense like that, snapping the ball every 12, 15 seconds?
You gotta have your cards straight. If you don't have your cards straight, when they want a lot of tempo, getting these different formations, start doing all these motions and stuff. If you don't got your stuff right, then you're not gonna be able to, call what you need to call on the defense, make the checks that you need to check, and just play the way you need to play.
How
I'll ask you the same question we asked this year, but what surprised you the most about your time in Pittsburgh, you know, being a Florida kid?
I don't think nothing really surprised me, to be completely honest. I'll say the only thing that did surprise me was how fast I put on weight. But nothing else really surprised me, you know, coming over to Pitt.
You trying to put on weight?
No, I was already 225 when I came in. I'm 238 now.
You just gonna stay there every day?
I mean, we'll see how spring goes. You know, it depends. I might cut back down to where I was at, or you know, if I'm fine where I'm at, I'll stay up here.
Anything additional?